My name is Marni Stallings, and I'm the Vice President of Finance and Data Analytics for DuraPlas LP. We're formerly known, or we're still known as, two product lines, MaxiLift and Southwest Agriplastics. DuraPlas, we provide plastic solutions. We are a plastic injection molding company, and we provide solutions for agriculture and energy business. And we basically try to replace wire and wood wherever it currently exists out there in agriculture, and yeah, that's what we do. Yes, so I just recently was promoted from controller into this VP role. I think the reason why that happened is we had a person that was involved with a lot of our data-driven roles in the company, and he left pretty soon after we migrated or re-implemented from NAV to BC17 on-prem. Someone kind of had to pick up those pieces, and I have been working with DuraPlas for 6 years, and that's the longest I've ever been anywhere. So I've kind of created all of the processes and procedures in my own department, in my own little world, and it's running like a nice little humming engine. It's very well oiled. So I think what happens with folks like me is we tend to kind of start poking around in other areas. So I saw that there was some need elsewhere in our operations and our sales departments, and so I started working with them on data analytics and helping them improve their processes and improve, our overall flow as it related to data. In accounting, I think that every company I've ever been at, we've faced very similar challenges. And I think it doesn't matter what widget you're selling or what service you're selling, we all kind of face similar problems. I think that the only thing that's been introduced that's new and that I think kind of makes accountants kind of shake a little bit is the whole concept of AI. So we're just starting down that path. So I don't know that it's necessarily a challenge at this moment, but I think it's a challenge that we're quickly coming upon and we're going to be facing very soon. DuraPlas, or at the time it was MaxiLift, we had someone else that was in charge of our ERP. We re-implemented NAV to BC17 on-prem back in 2021. When we did that, I think he felt that we needed more of a boutique type of solution or support, if you will. Because I think when you go into a boutique, you've got a salesperson that's just on you and they're taking care of you and all of that sort of stuff, versus going to the anchor store at the mall and you might get a salesperson, you might not get a salesperson, you might have to wait for one. And I think that's kind of how he viewed ArcherPoint and the firm that we ended up going with. Once I kind of came on board and I was in charge of that, I see a lot of value in a larger organization that has a breadth of knowledge and that can pull from different resources. I decided to go that route with ArcherPoint, and ArcherPoint, knowing that they had our business before, it was just kind of an easy move, and they did a really good job selling us at the last conference, letting us know that you guys are wanting us back. We've got a great partnership. I'm very happy with that, and it's been a really good transition. One of the main reasons I chose to go back to ArcherPoint was we were in a position in which we really needed to have our test environment refreshed. Our partner at the time quoted us, and I'm not going to use their name, but they quoted us 100 hours to refresh our test database. And this is something that we discussed with ArcherPoint at the conference last year, and they almost fainted when I told them that that was our quote. So I said, well, you look very shocked. What would you do it for? They said 1 to 2 hours. I didn't really believe them, so we had a few meetings and we discussed it, and they went through and they brought in their experts and they said what they do and how they do it and why it only takes that long. And I think in total that project, once we did go live with you all and we refreshed our test database, it was a total of 6 hours just because they had to do some documentation and things like that. But our future test refreshes will only be 1 to 2 hours. And the fact of the matter is having a good test environment to actually test in, and it works just like your current environment. That's really one of the main reasons why we did, and you guys did it right away. I mean, I think within the first month, our test database was refreshed and we were hitting the ground running. Well, if you ask other people, if you don't ask me, I think the benefit of the Diamond Support Plan is the fact that I can be very demanding. And I like to be able to pick up a phone and talk to a person. I want to have that level of support that I know that if I send an email to the support staff with a question or with a problem or an emergency or anything like that, it's going to be picked up and looked at within a reasonable amount of time. My reasonable and someone else's reasonable isn't exactly the same. I'm sure that the level below Diamond was probably reasonable for most people, but I want immediate or yesterday, some people might say. I'm that type of person. So I've been very happy with that support plan. We've had a couple of instances in which we had some down issues, and they got the people on the phone that needed to get it fixed, and it was done within an hour. So I've been very happy with it. Each ticket includes some development if necessary, and that's been helpful for us too. I think the reason why I like working with Aaron Smith so well is that I kind of anticipated that once he sold us on ArcherPoint, that he would go away, right? And that I wouldn't really have too much interaction with him. But he's on every week's support call. He almost anticipates what I'm gonna think about it, and he'll often solve that issue or solve whatever he thinks is gonna be the issue. He'll be ahead of it, and he'll email me and say, don't worry about this, I'm looking into it, or something along those lines. And that's just level of customer service that I've really never had with any partner before. So I really enjoy working with Aaron. He's a straight shooter. There's sometimes he tells me, sorry, we can't do that. And I want someone to be honest with me. I don't want them to tell me and pull me around and tell me, well, we're looking into it, or it's on the roadmap, or whatever. He's like, no, we can't do that, and I'm not sure when we'll be able to do that. That's what I want to hear. I think having the support from Aaron and the support team, it gives me a peace of mind. It allows me to not have to fret and worry and be concerned about this, that, or the other. And it allows me to actually work on important things. I know that once I lob an issue over to ArcherPoint, it's going to be taken care of. And that's huge. I don't have to babysit it through. I don't have to be concerned about the fact that, oh, this person's out of town, I'm not going to be able to get this done until then. They always make sure that they hand off the football while they're gone, and then they take the football back when they get back. That's really kind of how it's changed for me. I'm allowed to focus on the things I should be focusing on. Well, I'm hoping ArcherPoint's going to be able to achieve a lot of stuff with AI. I mean, my president is here with us today, and he's asking, who can we get? And I said, we have ArcherPoint. Like, I'm not really worried about it. We're not there yet. We're in the middle of about to do our migration to the cloud. They're actually working on it right now as I sit here. Then I've got a couple of other big deliverables after that. I'm hoping we're going to be able to implement some AI. We're a relatively small company in terms of people, but we push through a lot of volume. And so I really would like to be able to keep our staff, our headcount at the same level, but be able to continue to grow. So that's what I'm looking forward to ArcherPoint helping us with. It's been a good ride. I'm very happy with our decision to go with ArcherPoint. I've never looked back, and I'm super happy with it. So.